What if I told you that one of the most common foods you eat every day could be silently destroying your gut, especially after 40? And the worst part, most people think it's completely harmless. Let that sink in, because by the end of this video, you might never look at this food the same way again. As we age, our bodies change. This is normal. But what most people don't realize is that your gut becomes significantly more sensitive after the age of 40. Your digestive system slows down, your gut lining becomes thinner, and your population of good bacteria, also known as your microbiome, starts to decline. Now here's where things get dangerous. There's one food that accelerates all of this, and chances are you're consuming it daily without even thinking twice. That food is refined sugar. Yes, sugar. The same thing hidden in your morning coffee, your healthy granola bars, your sauces, your bread, and even foods labeled as low fat. After 40, your body becomes less efficient at handling sugar. Insulin sensitivity drops, inflammation increases, and your gut bacteria begin to shift in a harmful way. Studies have shown that high sugar intake feeds bad bacteria and yeast in the gut, disrupting the delicate balance your body relies on. And when your gut is out of balance, everything suffers. You may start noticing symptoms like bloating, fatigue, brain fog, unexplained weight gain, or even mood swings. That's not random. That's your gut sending distress signals. Even worse, chronic gut imbalance has been linked to serious conditions like type 2 diabetes, obesity, and autoimmune disorders. And here's the real problem. Most people don't connect the dots. They think it's just getting older. But in reality, it's often what they're putting on their plate every single day. Now, I'm not saying all sugar is evil. Natural sugars from fruits, for example, come with fiber and nutrients that your body needs. But refined sugar, that's a different story. It's stripped of nutrients, rapidly absorbed, and creates spikes and crashes that put your entire system under stress, especially your gut. So the question becomes, if sugar is quietly damaging your gut after 40, what can you actually do about it? In the next part of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to protect your gut, restore balance, and even reverse some of the damage using simple, practical habits you can start today. And trust me, some of these tips might surprise you. All right, now that you understand how refined sugar can damage your gut after 40, let's talk about what you can actually do to fix it. Because the good news is this, your gut is incredibly resilient. With the right habits, you can start restoring balance faster than you think. Here are 7 powerful, science-backed tips to protect and heal your gut. 1. Cut back on hidden sugars, not just obvious ones. Most people think avoiding sugar just means skipping desserts, but the real danger is hidden sugars found in bread, sauces, flavored yogurts, cereals, and even healthy snacks. Start reading labels. Look for words like glucose, fructose syrup, maltose, or cane sugar. Reducing these will immediately starve harmful gut bacteria and give your good bacteria a chance to recover. 2. Increase fiber intake. Your gut loves it. Fiber is like fuel for your good gut bacteria. Foods like vegetables, legumes, oats, and whole grains help feed beneficial microbes and improve digestion. After 40, fiber becomes even more important because it helps regulate blood sugar and reduces inflammation, 2 key factors for gut health. 3. Add fermented foods to your diet. Fermented foods are packed with natural probiotics, good bacteria that help rebalance your gut. Think yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, or fermented African foods like akpan. Even a small daily serving can help restore microbial diversity in your gut. 4. Stay hydrated. It's more important than you think. Water plays a huge role in digestion. It helps break down food, absorb nutrients, and keep things moving in your intestines. Dehydration can worsen bloating and slow digestion, especially as you age. Aim for consistent hydration throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. 5. Prioritize protein over processed carbs. After 40, your body handles processed carbs, especially sugary ones, much worse. Replacing some of those carbs with protein, like eggs, fish, beans, or lean meat, helps stabilize blood sugar and reduces cravings, and fewer cravings mean less sugar consumption overall. 6. Manage stress. Your gut feels it too. This one surprises a lot of people. Your gut and brain are deeply connected. Chronic stress can disrupt digestion, reduce good bacteria, and increase inflammation. Simple habits like walking, deep breathing, or even just getting enough sleep can significantly improve your gut health. 7. Don't quit sugar overnight. Reduce it step by step. Replace sugary drinks with water. Swap desserts for fruits. Choose natural over processed. This approach is more sustainable, and your gut will thank you for it. Now, these tips might sound simple, but when applied consistently, they can completely transform your digestive health. And in the next section, I'll show you exactly how this looks in real life, with relatable examples and stories you might see yourself in. Because sometimes, seeing the change in others is what makes it real.
Now, let's make this real. Because it's one thing to hear advice, and another to see how it actually plays out in everyday life. Let me introduce you to James, a 47-year-old office worker. For years, James believed he was eating normally. A cup of coffee with sugar every morning, bread for breakfast, a soda in the afternoon, and something quick for dinner, often processed food. Nothing extreme, right? But over time, he started noticing changes. Constant bloating, low energy. He couldn't focus like he used to. And no matter what he tried, he kept gaining weight around his stomach. At first, he blamed age. I guess this is just what happens after 40, he thought. But then, he decided to make one small change. He cut out sugary drinks. That's it. Within 2 weeks, his bloating reduced. His energy improved. That one step led him to try more, adding vegetables, eating yogurt, drinking more water. 3 months later, James felt like a different person. Not because of a miracle pill, but because he removed the very thing that was quietly damaging his gut. Now let's talk about Marie, a 52-year-old mother of 3. Marie was doing what she thought was healthy. She bought low-fat products, ate granola bars, and drank fruit juices every day. But here's what she didn't realize. Most of those healthy foods were loaded with hidden sugars. She struggled with digestive discomfort, irregular bowel movements, and even mood swings. Some days she felt anxious for no clear reason. After learning about gut health, she made a simple shift. She replaced processed snacks with whole foods, fruits, nuts, and homemade meals. She also added fermented foods like yogurt into her routine. Within weeks, her digestion improved. But what shocked her the most? Her mood stabilized. That's the power of the gut-brain connection. And maybe you see a bit of yourself in James or Marie. Maybe you've been feeling tired lately. Maybe your stomach feels heavy after meals. Maybe you've noticed changes you can't quite explain. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. These are not just random signs of aging. They're signals. Your body is trying to tell you something is off, and your gut is often at the center of it. Now imagine a different scenario. You wake up feeling lighter. Your digestion is smooth. You have steady energy throughout the day. No more sudden crashes. No more constant cravings. That's not unrealistic. That's what happens when your gut is balanced. And it doesn't require extreme diets or expensive supplements. It starts with simple, consistent choices, like the ones we talked about. But here's where most people fail. They underestimate the impact of small habits. They think it's just one soda, or it's just a little sugar. But over time, those small choices compound, and your gut pays the price. Or it can work the other way. Small positive changes repeated daily can rebuild your gut and transform your health. In the next section, we're going to go even deeper. I'll show you how to build a simple daily routine that supports your gut after 40, something practical you can follow starting tomorrow. And trust me, this is where everything starts to come together.
All right, now let's put everything together into something simple and practical. Because information is great, but transformation comes from action. So what does a gut-friendly day after 40 actually look like? Let's break it down step by step. Morning. Start clean, not sugary. Most people unknowingly damage their gut first thing in the morning. Sweet coffee, sugary tea, processed breakfast. Instead, start your day with water. This helps wake up your digestive system and rehydrate your body after sleep. Then choose a breakfast that combines fiber plus protein. For example, oats with seeds and fruit, or eggs with vegetables. This stabilizes your blood sugar early and prevents that mid-morning crash that leads to sugar cravings. Mid-morning. Avoid the sneaky sugar trap. This is when many people reach for biscuits, pastries, or sugary drinks. Instead, go for whole snacks like nuts, fruits, or yogurt. These options feed your good gut bacteria instead of harmful ones. And here's a small but powerful trick. If you feel a sugar craving, drink water first. Sometimes your body is just dehydrated. Lunch. Build a balanced plate. Your lunch should be your gut's best friend. Think of your plate in 3 parts: fiber, vegetables; protein, beans, chicken, eggs; and healthy carbs, like whole grains, like rice, millet, or corn. Add something fermented, if possible, even a small portion. This combination supports digestion, reduces inflammation, and keeps your energy levels stable. Afternoon. Manage energy without sugar. This is the danger zone for many people. Energy drops and sugar becomes tempting. Instead of reaching for soda or sweets, try a short walk, a glass of water, a protein-based snack. These help you recharge naturally without harming your gut. Evening. Keep it light and simple. Dinner doesn't need to be heavy. In fact, after 40, lighter meals are easier to digest. Focus on vegetables, some protein, and avoid heavy processed foods late at night. Also, try to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Your gut needs time to process food before you sleep. Before bed, your gut needs rest too. Late-night snacking, especially sugary foods, is one of the worst habits for your gut. Instead, give your digestive system a break. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, including your gut lining. And poor sleep, it can actually increase sugar cravings the next day. Now, here's the key to everything. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Even improving 60 to 70% of your daily habits can create massive changes in how your gut functions. And remember, this isn't about restriction. It's about replacement. You're not just removing sugar, you're replacing it with foods and habits that actually support your body. In the final section, we'll wrap everything up. I'll remind you of the key takeaways and give you one final perspective shift that could change the way you look at food forever. Because once you understand this, you'll never go back to old habits the same way again. Let's bring everything together. If there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's this. The #1 food quietly destroying your gut after 40 is refined sugar. Not because it's instantly dangerous, but because of what it does over time. It feeds harmful bacteria, it increases inflammation, it disrupts your digestion, and slowly it throws your entire system out of balance. And the most dangerous part? It happens silently. You don't feel it immediately, you just start noticing small changes, low energy, bloating, cravings, weight gain, and you assume it's just age. But now you know the truth. The good news? You are not powerless. In fact, your gut is one of the most adaptable systems in your body. When you give it the right conditions, it can heal, rebalance, and thrive, even after years of poor habits.
And it doesn't require anything extreme. Just remember the fundamentals we covered. Reduce hidden sugars, eat more fiber-rich foods, add fermented foods regularly, stay hydrated, choose protein over processed carbs, manage your stress, and build a simple daily routine you can actually stick to. These aren't complicated strategies. They're simple shifts, but when done consistently, they create powerful results. Now here's something I want you to think about. Every time you eat, you're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding trillions of bacteria inside your gut. And the question is, are you feeding the ones that help you or the ones that harm you? Because that choice, made every single day, determines how you feel, how you age, and how your body performs. Imagine yourself a few months from now. Better digestion, more stable energy, clearer thinking, fewer cravings, and a body that feels lighter and more in control. That future is not far away. It starts with one decision. Maybe it's cutting out sugary drinks. Maybe it's adding more whole foods. Maybe it's just becoming aware of what you're eating. Start small, but start today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos on health, nutrition, and living stronger after 40. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one habit you're going to change after watching this? Drop it in the comments below. And remember, this content is for educational purposes only. Consult a healthcare professional. Take care of your gut, and your gut will take care of you. See you in the next video.